Let's go.
I thought he
I'm sorry. I thought he fell. Dude, that's my biggest fear is knocking over that goddamn TV. Because, like, every once in a while, I'll just be a little stupid, but all right.
Welcome back to Shade Talk, episode 56. I'm here with Ethan, DJ, myself. What's your least favorite streaming service?
You've asked that before.
I have?
Yes, you have.
I was at.
Cut the tape. No, you got to keep going.
Damn.
You've asked that before. Think of another question. Come on, you got 5 seconds.
You
5.
want to drop out with me?
I don't feel like I have a least favorite streaming service, but I do think that Hulu has become a little mid.
For me, it was always.
A little mid.
I don't like
lately.
God, we sound so privileged, like first world
God,
problems.
I wish my
so
premium Hulu had porn. Why can't it just have porn?
I don't like. For the longest time, I did not like Crunchyroll.
You're free Crunchyroll?
No, well, no, because here's the thing. When it first came out in like when we first started using it in 2019, it just didn't work in certain parts of my house. So I would have to like angle, like I would have to like sit in certain ways or something for it to work. But it's just not good. There's not anything that you want to watch on there you can find on other stuff nowadays. Like
The reason why I bring this up, I have a gripe. I watched Aliens, finally. It's peak.
You liked it, right?
It's a great movie.
Like Aliens.
Aliens 1, 3, and 4. 5 is even on Hulu. But you know what isn't?
What?
2.
Yeah.
Like
2 is
Alien
on
versus
fucking-
Predator?
No, just Aliens. The 1986 film.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
AVP
like
and
we're talking
AVP2
about
are
we're
on
talking about like
regular
that
Aliens.
universe though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just the Aliens movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think AVP and AVP Requiem are on.
That's my biggest pet peeve with Disney because Spider-Man Homecoming
Yes!
1 is on there and 3, but not 2.
Because every time my dad's like, man, I want to watch all the Spider-Man movies. Like, what the fuck?
They're just like, did you really think you're gonna watch all the Spider-Man movies?
Because no,
Fuck that.
I was so ready.
Well, okay, there's Alien, which is one movie.
Right.
And then there's Aliens. Aliens
Right.
is the second movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Resurrection.
You want to know what Aliens is on?
What?
HBO Max,
Yeah, I
baby.
know. So
Right.
You want to watch it today?
I'd love to watch it.
We can check it out.
Because I don't gonna lie, my celebrity crush is now Sigourney Weaver. She's bad, bro.
Aliens is
Until she gets bald.
Aliens was like, you know how people had things that they were terrified of when they were a kid.
Is that
Aliens
yours?
was that. Like I wasn't scared of Pennywise. I wasn't scared of none of them. Aliens was that thing because it's just like you can try to kill them, but then you're gonna get acid on you. Like there was just no way to kill them and not take damage or die.
I get it as a kid, but like watching it now, it's so funny because it's just a dude in a suit.
Right.
It's so fucking
You
funny.
got to realize though, like at that time,
Oh, that was amazing. Man.
that was like the shit.
Or like the scene where they find out the dude's an android and his like head's on the table and shit.
So wait, what are you gonna watch next?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Bro,
My gameplay was Aliens.
I used to be so scared after I watched that movie the first time and I saw the first chest burster scene. I used to just be sitting there and I'm just like, I used to be so traumatized. I used to be like, what if I'm eating spaghetti with my family and the fucking chest burster just busts out of my fucking chest?
This is one of the I don't know how the fuck this worked on me, but I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. I was in an English, like a reading class with this kid named Keaton. You remember him.
Yeah.
And I remember I was fucking with this pen, like this like black ink pen, the one where you can take the ink out. And I forgot what I was doing, but I remember I got like ink on my tongue, like just somehow. And he looks at me, he's like, dude, did you just do that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're going to die in 3 days. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, and I remember day by day, I was like, it got to the 3rd day and I go up to my mom and I'm like, Mom, I love you. And she thought like I did something.
It's my time.
And I had to explain to her like, and
Why?
to this day, she just thought like I was having a bad day or something. But like in reality, I thought I was going to die. And then the next day came by, I found Keaton. I was like, fuck you.
Are you just depressed?
No, but he's like, what did I do? And I told him about the pen thing, and he's just laughing at me. He's like, you believe that?
Oh my god.
What is a wives' tale that your parents told you that you believed?
There's a lot.
Like wholeheartedly.
There's a lot.
So this may not have been the best parenting move. My dad would fuck with me when I was little. He'd be like, I don't know if I'm your real dad. And I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I'm just fucking with you now.
He's like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just around. And then like I got 10. I was like, you've been here around a lot. Are you my dad?
I don't know. If it's,
Did you like say that?
Are you really my dad? He's like, I don't know.
did you ever have the garage open growing up?
What do you mean?
Like, did you ever just leave it open, like we do?
Nah, not if I'm not in there.
I will say, my parents, like, I don't know why, but they've made me super paranoid about the garage being open and closed now, because my dad, he's so chill and complacent about it. But it'll be like, yeah, growing up, people would just walk in our garage, and I'd be like, did we ever lock the garage door? And he's like, no, and I'd be like, what?
It's a different time.
It's different.
Last week.
No, yesterday. They went out of the house. This was like a year ago, but they went out, and my dad calls me. He's like, "You're home, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, close the garage. It's been open for 8 hours." And I'm like, "No one's been home except for me." And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
God damn, that's a scary
I'm
thing.
super paranoid.
That's a paranoid thing.
I'm super paranoid about the houses being locked up.
I get paranoid at night because like when it's just me and the dog,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's fucking with me, but like when a dog like just looks at something, but it's nothing there.
Well, the thing about this house, that one thing I don't like is that it's not a big house, but how it's like set up windows and like floor wise is, technically speaking, I could be up here the entire day, right? And if someone was to be downstairs robbing the entire downstairs, I would have no idea unless I heard it. And
Yeah.
that's a maybe.
Honestly,
Because
yeah.
you won't hear stuff unless you're like right over the banister. So it's just like every once in a while, like let's say I'm here by myself, like every like 3 or 4 hours, I'll just go downstairs if I'm not chilling down there.
I remember one time I left the front door open. I think I went to go hang out with y'all,
Yeah.
and I just
Like
left it
wide
all
open?
fucking day.
Yeah.
Well, like so what? I think what happened was like the top lock was open, or it was locked.
You told me about
and like I tried to slam it and didn't notice it. But yeah, it was creaked open and shit. The police were there.
Yeah, you told.
They're like, "Are you breaking in?"
Because this was when we were at the other guy's house, at his
so,
the guy who's 2 streets away from you.
Yeah. And I was just like, "It's not what it looks like."
That's also something I'm not used to, is because like you're home by yourself all the time, right? There is always someone in this house. So when there's no one in this house, that's when I'm super paranoid.
Yeah.
Like super paranoid.
Cause you're just like,
Because it's just like this house is, even if like my grandparents don't live with me, but there's a good chance like if you come over on a Saturday, she would be here. Like my grandmother, my grandfather. So when no one's in this house, it's just like shocking.
Yeah, that is a little like for me, my parents. I know this is kind of more like a cliche one, but like my parents used to tell me that like if you were a kid and you drank alcohol, you would just die.
I've never actually been told that one.
You would die immediately.
well, like
Within
rubbing alcohol.
no, like if you drank
like
alcohol,
alcohol.
like they told me like yeah, like you got to be like this age to drink it, and if you drink it under this age, you're just gonna die in 3. You're gonna die in like 5 days.
Do you
and I was just like, wait.
do you have any relatives who like smoke cigarettes or weed or anything?
Yeah.
My parents smoke cigarettes, right? And so whenever I go in the garage and there isn't like a smell of cigarettes, I'm actually like worried.
You're like,
Because I've been trained like my entire life.
that's
There's
the
not,
first
like,
thing you smell. Yeah.
yeah, like whenever one of them comes upstairs or like someone's home, and so whenever you go in the garage and you don't smell it, it's kind of like, what's going on?
It was like
who
that when I
the
was
fuck-
younger,
Who
for
the fuck
sure.
opened the garage?
No, straight up.
Yeah. When I was younger, it was like that a lot.
It's also weird to me because like I'm scared whenever I move out. No, like whenever I go live somewhere else, I'm scared that I'm not going to know my neighbors well, because I know my neighbors very well.
You gotta talk. Are you gonna talk to your neighbors? I'm not.
I don't know. It's different if it was like an apartment complex. Is like you kind of got to know who lives below, above, and left and right. You don't really got to know who's like across.
All I gotta know is my DoorDash driver, bro. That's all that matters.
But it's like here, it's like I know everybody because like they've been around like for 20 years.
Yeah, that's
Right.
our friends and family now.
Yeah.
I just found out black people live on my street.
Even I've known that.
Now we were so paranoid when we moved to our new neighborhood because it was like nothing.
There's nothing over there.
Nothing. And like they would look at us like we didn't belong. Like they're just like I don't understand, but they'll like look and they'll just be like, they'll stare, but it's like in a way where it's kind of like, I never seen
It was
them over here before.
It's crazy because when I think I told you this, but you know this also. But whenever I went over there to your neighborhood, I'm just driving. It's like I think it's like 10 or 11 when we went over there the first time, and I didn't know where. I just wanted to see the neighborhood. I was just killing time. So he's like, I got to do something. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive around. There's like 4 houses in a line where the garage is open, and one of them is just a dude just working out. Not even working out. There's no one in there. It's just like a whole gym setup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I could get a squat in, like a real.
Just leave a 20.
Squat,
Just get up some
and then
pumps in,
leave.
okay?
No, like I genuinely like lights were on in the garage. Everything was set up. I literally could have walked in, squat, done my workout, left. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, but the issue with it is surrounding that your neighborhood complex or that area
There's nothing.
is nothing. It's just
Yeah.
fields,
It's
waters, and cars
straight,
going
and it-
60.
But
And
see, what's
it's
worse is
straight
it's
dark.
next to
Yeah.
Hilltown.
Hmm?
It's worse that it's next to Hilltown. Right?
The thing that really gets to me is like your neighborhood isn't like technically protected.
Yeah, it's not.
It's hidden if you
When-
really think about it.
Yeah, it's out the way. Like nobody knows. Like I'll be like, I live right off the bridge, and I'll be like,
Well,
where?
Also, the thing is whenever you turn right into your neighborhood, like you don't even though the houses
even
are
see the
right there,
sign.
you don't even see a sign. You see nothing. It's just a road with
Because that
drains
gets
in
me
it.
every time. I'm like, am I at the turn? And then I'm right there, and I gotta like you jerk it.
Yeah, I will say though, if you're driving, if we're driving to somewhere else, if you just go to the light and actually turn left instead
yeah.
of you turning, it actually is fucking chef's kiss. You
Yeah.
actually save your time. But anyway,
Speed run strats.
you know what movie you got to watch next?
What?
If
Thing that is paranoid is that I think most of the houses don't come with blinds. So
Yeah.
like they're these giant windows, and like our door has, it's like privacy glass, but if you get close enough, you can see. Like
I've
you can
noticed
actually
that.
look in my house.
I don't like your
Wait,
And-
what?
So yeah, whenever he first moved in, there's like the windows are like 6 or 7 feet tall, no blinds, and you can like it was the office.
Yeah.
You could I could look in there. That's how I knew it was his house because I literally just looked in and I saw his dad. Side note: it is crazy to me that your entire family follows us, and they like and comment. on us.
Right?
Because
It's my mom.
Because it took me a minute to figure out who the,
Don't say the account.
Yeah.
But I saw it and I was like, no way. And then I saw your dad repost us on his story. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're really chill.
It's crazy.
well,
they're
it's just
really
crazy
chill.
to me because
They'll
I'm talking about shitting, and then they're like they post it.
I'm shitting my pants.
They'll give me feedback, and they'll be like, you guys could have talked about this, or I feel like you guys could have talked about this longer, or this episode should have been longer.
That's crazy. It's just crazy to me. I mean, it's great. I love it.
Let's get him a mic.
It's crazy. Maybe. You know what series you need to watch next is it's a movie called.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Watch
It's a movie.
Toy Story.
No, it's called Goodfellas. Well, I don't think it's on any streaming service.
I feel like
Good
I've
for-
watched it.
Yeah,
but I don't
I've
remember
heard of it.
I've talked about this movie all the time.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. It's like a 2-hour and 2.5-hour movie.
Just one?
Yeah, it's just one.
What was it on?
Caleb.
I think it costs money, so it's on like
Whoa.
Caleb summoned his Goodfellas
yeah.
during Monopoly.
That was more like Al Capone type beat. I'll find you a movie on a streaming service that you need to watch.
I have Hulu and Netflix.
No HBO
So
Max.
slim I'm not rich. I'm
You know,
sorry.
you ain't got Max.
I'm not rich.
My girlfriend's family's got Max. Dude, okay, what is it? Speaking
Neutral.
of houses, I noticed we're talking about windows. Dude, their like living room, that the backyard windows are like I think they're like 30 feet tall. They are huge windows. Like they go from like the floor to ceiling. They don't got any blinds though. So I'm just thinking about that. I was like,
Yeah,
the windows are taller than their fence.
Yeah.
Right, like
Even more blinds.
I'm super paranoid when I'm in that house. Like I'll be out like my parents got scared because I just stood at the door. They didn't even have like the porch light on. I just stood at the door, like unlocking the door
Mm-hmm.
because we have a code now. So like we'll just click it and they'll just hear the beep. But they just saw my silhouette, and I
Yeah.
stood there for a minute after I unlocked it just to fuck with them. So I unlocked it and just stood there for like 5 minutes.
I would have been blasting.
See, then I have that same experience, but in the house, because my dad like walks around at like 3 a.m, and then what happened to just look at each other, and they'll think I'm just an intruder. I've never been felt so threatened in my
See,
life.
your house is so tiny, though.
Yeah.
To me, at least, it's tiny.
I'm sorry, you have a mega mansion over here.
It's not a mega mansion. Do not make me sound rich and mighty. This is like, I genuinely think my parents just got stupid lucky in 2003.
Why couldn't I get lucky in 2008?
I should have went back and told my parents to invest in Bitcoin.
Into
What
real
was I
estate.
doing playing with Transformers?
Dude, for a little while growing up, like between 2020, I was thinking to myself, man, if I went back in time with the knowledge I have now,
I could get a,
like,
I could
over the
businesses.
landscape. No, I would just bet on UFC fights. I would look at my
Yeah.
dad and be like, listen, I know I'm a 4-year-old. I have no idea what's going on. But you put fucking money on this right now. I swear to God.
Right.
Do it. And like I would make us bank and then I would buy myself a house at 8 years old.
I had it all.
I would have told my parents to buy every part of Bitcoin there was.
What was I playing Ninjago? What was I doing wrong?
I think
Why was I letting it rip with the Beyblades, bro?
I think I told you this, but my uncle got a house in Dallas. And it's like a 1-story house, but it's like the size of it has the same amount of rooms as a 2-story. I was just like, man, he got this house like 2 years ago. 2 years ago in 2022, 2021.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, how much money do I have to make?
500,000,
Yeah.
and then you have to Uber
Um,
on weekends.
America was just like, yeah. You think you can go ahead and make $30 an hour?
You hear about that retirement?
afford a
shit?
house? Nah, bud.
I just heard about this morning. What, like retiring at 70?
Yeah, it's not 67 no more. You're like, expect to work more. You're gonna be working till 70. I'm like, what?
If I'm working
I
till
don't want to work now. What the fuck?
I don't want to live now. No, I'm joking.
Cause dude, what? Imagine a baby's growing up, have all these dreams in their life, and now they have to live with working till 70 to make it.
Low key, I probably would probably still work even into my old age.
70?
Because it's
That's
just
what my
like-
grandmother did.
Because when you start getting stagnant, then that's when stuff starts to break down.
You can go do stuff.
No, genuinely.
That's when shit starts to break
My
down.
grandmother was working until 5 years ago. And it's crazy because like she just did it for fun. It was just
That's
extra.
how my Nana was.
It was just money on the side. And to be honest, like I get it because they don't. It's just how they like choose to live. They just don't do much. They only go on cruises.
Yeah, if you have nothing to do, and I understand, but I'd rather do strippers and blow than
I mean, when you're old and stay stationary, that's when the issues start coming up.
Strippers and blowers.
Do you ever see like the girls who like post like, this could be you, right? Like it's this one TikTok.
I know exactly what
It's
you're
this
talking
girl.
about.
She's in the middle of the ocean. She's like, this could be you right now if you just like got a ticket. And I'm just like, I'm gonna hate
You're
you.
taking a move to Iceland. Come on.
Yeah,
Just
it's
live your life.
awful.
Sorry, I can't get Chick-fil-A.
Nah, that's how
today.
them Forex traders be. They be on there talking about some.
I think
This
I
could
was
be-
destined
this
to
is-
be rich.
This could be your life, but you don't want to work hard enough. You don't want to get these trades.
Or like that. There's another girl that she's like, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 20. Here's how you do it. I work with my dad. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So you just have it set.
Right.
You have an allowance. That's what it is. Fuck, dude. Why can't I just be rich?
Or one
The
thing.
world would be
one
worth in
thing
my
I-
palm of my hand.
One thing I hate is taking advice about getting rich from somebody who isn't rich. From what they
That's
did.
literally the entire internet now.
I'm saying no
I
one.
hate taking
no one's
advice
really rich.
from people getting rich that aren't even rich.
But
Like,
see, I
how
want
you
to
gonna
take
tell me how to get
advice from
rich?
someone that is rich.
I don't think you realize how many people on our graduating class type in a name from our graduating class on like some type of social media platform, right? And there is a 1 in I'll be generous and I'll say a 1 in 5 chance because in reality it's probably a 1 in 3 of that one person out of 5 having entrepreneur in their like bio, and then they'll
Hustler.
be like, oh yeah, I just work at Foot Locker.
Right?
It's so common.
That's so weird.
Because if someone came up to me about this was like, oh yeah, like this is like you're trying to make a career out of this, I'd be like, dog, I'm just
We just doing.
doing it. Exactly.
Yeah,
Would
we
I love
just
to make
doing
money?
it.
Yes.
Would I love to make yes $1? Yes.
Whoa. It's my dollar.
I had sent Caleb this thing when I was just. It was like whenever you get to your first $250,000, and they were just like, we could invest, but it cut off the sentence, and it was just like a dude starting to drive a Porsche, and I was just like, yeah, that would probably be me. As soon as I get that, I'd probably get like a fun car.
Because I just don't get the. I hate hustlers, nigga. I'm tired of it.
Honestly,
I'm tired of you showing your money spread.
Honestly,
Get a house.
I would do that with microphone cables.
I think
And
it's 'cause
microphones.
like they'll be
Money.
posted with a Bentley, and they'll be like, bro, you just not doing it like me, and
I
I'll
don't
be
got no
like,
emotions.
bro,
I can't say it, but
bro, the land, the acreage that you could have had.
right. I just want to get land right now.
Oh, what is it? I don't know if I was talking to you about it, but I was like, oh yeah, I was. No, me and him were speaking about it. I forget when, but I was just like, man, just sitting on a ranch or like a plot of land, just chilling for 6 hours straight, just sounds like the life right now. I don't want a house. I just want land.
That is satisfying.
Just away from everybody. Oh my god. Because if I get land, I'm getting chickens. I just want chickens.
Marco, he's gonna talk about doing they have land, and he was talking about getting a whole ranch set up, and I was like, can you make money off of that?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, honestly, it would be more for me because he's like, there's my meat, I get chickens, there's my eggs. He's like, I like how our generation's gone from the smart side of our generation is just like, yeah, I'd much rather just get land and just fall off the radar.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to just get money and just operate from somewhere more secluded. Like I'd probably low key, I'd probably live in like a European town or something like that, a small European town, and just be away.
I just want a small town. Honestly,
But if I get a house, I'm gonna be grateful. I'll be grateful.
yeah. But if I could go to Alaska and not have to talk to people,
Yeah.
Or duck off in Africa, they got good land. You know what I'm saying? I probably might duck off in Africa and just
if you really wanted to just hustle for the next decade.
Yeah, if you got your grind up,
No, if you just
invest.
No, I'm serious. If you just got whatever job you have right now and just put in I genuinely believe this, 20 more hours in that week. And I know that's a big number, but if you just did that for the next decade and then you just moved to some second world country and you converted all your money to that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you'd be set for life. I genuinely think that.
Go to Mexico with it. Pay
I was telling myself, I was like, when this pops off, I'm just gonna operate from a different. I was like, I'm gonna get us a secluded base with a whole bunch of extra land,
Dude,
and then we're just gonna be there.
Go to Venezuela right now. Holy shit, we are
Kings.
Gajillion.
God.
Hang on, let me see if I can find the
He goes there.
currency.
Buys an island.
Because if let's say when I'm older, I probably move to Rome or something. Yeah.
I have a question. If you got $1 billion, would you see how much you can spend before you die?
No.
Sign note. Yes, sign note. Sign note. $138 in the U.S. is 5,000 bolivars.
Can we just move? We can get a little hut.
I want you.
No. We can get a house.
We could get a mansion. And yes, but I've kind of thought about it both because here's the thing: if let's say I get $1 billion right now, right, and I invest it properly, if I invest half of that money, I could probably when I'm 60 or 70 have money for my grandkids, right? But if I don't have grandkids, and I'm and let's say I knew that I was only going to live till I was 30, right? I have 9 years left, and I have $1 billion. I'm spending it. Do you need help? Hey, do you need help, Mom? Okay, just joking. I'm just offering. Be careful.
You see her.
She can do it herself.
I know she's strong.
But yeah, if I wouldn't
That's
touch
right.
it. I really wouldn't touch it. I'd probably get a day job or something.
I wouldn't know what to do after I got because everything I want is I'd probably use 30 million from that.
The thing about
And that's all cars.
the thing about it though is if you Well, I would do what we've been talking about. I would buy land.
Right.
I would become self-sufficient, spend the rest on investment, and then I would just never leave. Like genuinely, if you can live like that, like I'm set.
Yeah.
I'd low key give half of it away. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would just, I would like eeny meeny miny mo a person, and I'd be like, here's $1 million.
Nah, you got to fight to the death.
But,
Here's $1 million.
but also the thing is with $1 billion, like $1 million is 1%. And I'm being generous. If I'm doing my math right, I think it's like less than I know someone on the internet's like, what the fuck is wrong? Your math is off. But that's not
it's nothing.
1 million out of $1 billion is.
But yeah, this is $1 billion after taxes. So I would say like
I think
1.5.
I think a good comparison is how many days is 1 billion seconds. Hang on. 1 million seconds.
I wonder like
So 1 million seconds is a day. So how many?
what would be the most irresponsible thing you would buy? Like, what would be the first irresponsible thing you would buy? I know the responsible thing you would buy.
Okay, hang on. To put this in comparison, 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion is 31 years.
Yeah.
Like, really think about how much money that is. Side note. But anyways, guitar pedals. If I had $1 billion,
Oh,
dude.
fucking God.
If I had $1 billion, I would literally buy land. I would buy a trailer, just a trailer, and then I would just deck it out.
You're going to have like, instead of the little mat of pedals, you're going to have a floor of pedals.
There's a house in I think like Ohio or Colorado, one of the two, and it's this guitar pedal company called JHS, and it's just the walls are just only pedals for their studio. I think it's about 1,000 pedals.
Fuck.
And obviously they don't like have them all set up.
Yeah.
But
I
So
would
you want a
have
pedal
those.
wall?
I want a pedal wall. That's like
That
if
would
I
be
had-
tough.
If I had that kind of money, yes.
That would be
Because then I'm
pretty
like,
tough.
then I'm the guy people go to. You know, like if you
I'm
need
the
something.
guy.
Hey, you got that reverb?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let me get that what you got?
But also, my thing is like, if I had that kind of money, let's say I was able to buy like a 2-story house or like a house, I would get the nicest kitchen I could. My dream kitchen, I've had this because you know in this house the kitchen is law. It is the number one room. I've always wanted. I forget the name, but it's like just a flat iron grill. Like
yeah.
So instead of, like I have the island downstairs, replace that top with like a flat iron like oven top.
Like yeah.
Like they have like at hibachi places.
Yeah.
Like those. That's my dream. And then the rest of the kitchen would be very similar to what's downstairs.
Dude,
That's
I get it
understandable.
though.
Because-
I might get a grill low key.
Yeah.
Would you tell your kid, like, because you said you were gonna have grandkids and stuff like that, or you want grandkids? But
If
like,
everything goes right, yes.
yeah. Would you tell your kids how much money you have?
No.
Like, would you like let them even know?
I would. I've thought about this.
Like,
Is
would
like
you hide it? Sorry.
I wouldn't hide it, but what I would do with my kids is like they need. Obviously, I think every parent should do this. But if you need something, you got to work for it. And that's the thing about owning land and being self-sufficient is you have to work for it. If you want a meal, go make it. We don't do I'd rather not do fast food. But I mean,
That's where my money's gonna go.
I mean, seriously though, like if I'm living on a self-sufficient way, and my child's like, "Hey, Dad, I need $100 for something I want. Not I need, I want." I'd be like, "All right, do my part of the work this weekend, and you get it."
Right.
But but obviously, I don't want them to know how much I make. It's not that it's not their business, but I don't want them to. When you have that knowledge as a child, it can mess with you if you really think about it. You know.
Also, it's my money, little nigga.
Oh, it's like what like Shaquille O'Neal says, like, I was in the NBA, not my kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, for me, I feel like if I had kids, I'd probably live a regular life. Still, like I would
With
live
your
a
5
regular life.
supercars.
They would never know about that garage.
I think they would know about the garage.
They would never know about that garage.
I think how we've talked about him earlier. I don't want to go into it, but actually, no, we didn't talk about him. One of my friends, I'm not going to say his name, but his family lives down the street. We're not going to say his name. We all know who I'm talking about. But what they do is they have a house here. And then his dad, he worked so hard for it. He bought like 100 acres an hour away. So basically, it's kind of like that. Like the kids have a normal lifestyle. They stay at that house. But if they just want to go to the ranch, they just go to the ranch.
Right.
You know, like that's the life it should be. All the cool shit's at the ranch. But all the shit you need and is like the bare minimum is at that house, which I love.
Like I want to have like a compound. Like I would build a compound that's like self-efficient and stuff like that. Like if like say if like you and Caleb and Xavier were just like, yeah, like
let's go spend the month at the compound.
Yeah. And then we all have our house on that 100 acres or 300 acres of land, and we all have a house on each, you know, in our own section of that acreage. That'd be pretty tough.
I genuinely believe that, like in this day and age, like it is possible to do that.
That'd be pretty tough.
You just need you need to like sit down with your
millions.
people. I don't think you need millions. Okay. I don't think you need
not like high dollar houses.
I don't think like overall, I think you need $1 million. Yes, but I don't think right now in your bank account up front you need $1 million. I genuinely think, all right, you buy the land. Right?
Oh yeah.
Then you get a trailer. Like you can
trailer.
You start off. You build from the trailer.
A floating mansion, bro.
This is where you learn trade skills.
True.
I would model like because the thing I like about your parents is that they modified the house as they gradually, you know, got older and, you know, as the time passed, they modified the house. But I'd probably take it like even a step further for me and just be like, once I have more kids or depending on how many kids I have, I'll expand my house accordingly.
Have you ever played Skyrim?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. And one of the DLCs in the Sky, did you ever? I know you never did. Which is crazy in 2024. But anyways, I get it.
You know they're getting DLC.
Anyways, but in one of the current DLCs, like you build a house and it starts like in this tiny, like 12 by 12, 20 by 12, 20. It grows. And that's how I would do my house, is to build from that 2020. But also I do get what you're saying because like I'm looking back now, I hated it at the moment, but looking back now, if you were in this house like a decade ago, and you never were, but this house was different. And it was
nothing.
I mean, think about like this. The floor, you remember like the floor used to be carpet downstairs.
Oh yeah.
And then oh my God, it was a work in progress. Like we didn't have the backyard as it is now. You know, it was like it was like this little concrete, it was smaller than your concrete in the backyard. Like
it changed over time, and I was like, "Dang."
Well, also the thing is like, let's say they sell this house now. Oh God,
the value is different.
You just got to fix up this upstairs area, and you're good.
Yeah,
it's really just the upstairs that needs to be fixed, and it's just like a new coat of paint. That's it.
I wouldn't give up.
No, they're not getting rid of this house.
I could never sell this house.
They refuse. They love this house too much.
I think if I got rich, the first thing I would probably do is buy my childhood home. So I'd probably buy the house over there.
You've never actually been inside that house. It's a nice house.
His house, yeah.
His old house.
Before you moved to the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been in?
Like twice.
Okay.
I would buy that house, and I'd probably buy all our childhood homes, and just to have it.
Well, I mean, it's just like, it's also convenient. I love the design of this area. I love how everything is like.
It's my home.
It's not even the home. It's just.
Everything's convenient.
Everything's so convenient. And I love that we're like. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but I love that we're not like right around the we're not literally like, if I turn the corner from my house, there's not like
right there.
Fucking gas station. I low-key love that. But it's just like, it's inconvenient whenever it's like an emergency.
Yeah, low key, it kind of is. Not being able to just get on a toll is so annoying sometimes.
But again, I also love that the nearest highway or tollway is about 20 minutes from here because we're out of the way.
Sure.
Technically speaking, there's only 3 ways out of this town: east, south, and north.
We're like the Stardew Valley of the DFW area.
Yeah,
we just ducked off.
Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna go into our location.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
where we triangulate it.
Yeah, guys. So we live at this coordinates
x -20, y 50. Yeah, just dox
Imagine they
house.
actually find it from that. Somebody does like a whole theory and everything.
Please stop. Have you seen? There's this guy on Instagram, and I don't know his name. I know nothing about him, but he just shows up on my reels, and his whole thing is he'll hold his phone up, and it'll be like he'll have a camera, and he'll hold the phone up with a timer, and the people in the background using his background will just find him.
They'll
They'll
try to
find him?
find him.
They'll find him. So he's from like Birmingham, London, or something.
Yeah.
And I remember one story. He went to he literally flew to Colorado for a joke, and using the clouds and the coordinates and hearing the airplanes and all this, some guy actually found him and he gave him like $1,000.
Yeah, that's
Right.
too much time on your hands. I can't do all that.
Yeah, but he was sitting there he'll just have the iPhone timer up,
So he'll wait for them to find
he'll
him?
literally he'll have the stopwatch like this on but an iPad.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, go. And then he'll just have it up until it goes. I think
they find him.
Oh, they always find him. But the thing is he just goes. I think the longest one was 30 hours.
Would you do that?
No. If I would okay, wait. Would I seek someone or be the guy holding the iPad?
I'd probably be the guy holding the iPad.
Seek somebody. Like if Mike Tyson was like, I want you to come and find me.
It matters who. Mike Tyson, yeah. If it was a UFC fighter,
You wouldn't come and find me?
oh, baby girl, I'll always find you.
I would. It depends on who it is. I wouldn't want to I don't know, because I told my siblings, because they were talking about what are you gonna do if this thing really goes crazy, and I was like, I probably might actually be an asshole to my fans. I'm so serious in the aspect of I would just never I would never let them in my life. They would just never know.
My car broke down. It exploded. I don't know what to do. I have no money. Just walk
I
off.
would be like Doja Cat in the aspect of I would just be like, you're just not entitled.
Well, yeah, I never want to be that guy who's there's this female soccer player that I don't like a lot. Sorry, it's not that she's a bad person. It's just there was this one video of her where this kid, biggest smile in the world, he walks up to her with a football and a Sharpie, and she's just an ass. Her body language is very asshole-like. She's here, like that. And I'm seriously? I'm never going to be like that. I'll always take a photo. But if someone ran up to me
I would say, yeah.
and then was like, oh my God, and then tried touching me. But this is all
No, I'm just
this is all for a situation that I don't know will ever happen. I try to keep my life private from this. Just out of crazy.
Yeah, I don't want all the
You're gonna be like the
paparazzi on me.
Keanu Reeves of the group. You're just gonna walk around, no security.
I would love to be
You're just
like-
gonna be there.
I wouldn't want security. You know how much that sucks?
But also the thing is okay, I'll hire Bailey.
yeah. Yeah, that's free.
But he's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna be star power. So it's how
That's
are you gonna
true.
do that?
But also the thing is, no one fucks with a fighter. No one fucks with a
Low-key.
6'5" fighter.
Low key.
That's why we need to do the height surgery. All be 7
Have
foot.
you seen those?
They look like
It does not look right. It doesn't.
They look like they're. It's a.
in pain. Yes.
Yeah, they have a smile, but then it's tears under. Like those surgeries.
See,
They just
I couldn't
look so
get it.
bad.
I can't get it now because y'all know how tall I am. So y'all just clown on me for trying to get taller.
The thing about it,
I would roast you so
here's the-
hard.
if you were criminally short, and it's
No,
one
I'm
thing-
5. I'm 4 foot.
Yeah, if you're 4 foot and you need the surgery, that's one thing. But if you're 6'1" or 5'11", I think I'm. I don't know my height.
Okay, I just want a little bit closer to 6.
I don't know my height. I genuinely have no idea. I think it's 5'11".
I just want I think you're 6 foot.
I don't know.
I just want 3 inches. I just want to hit 6 foot. 6'1".
The reason why I say this also is not I've gone on my license it says one thing. My doctor always says another thing. And then whenever I measure it, on the few times I measured it myself or had to been measured, they always tell me something else. So I just
Yeah, it's 5.
yeah. So it's a 5 number. I'm 5'6" or 5'12". I don't fucking know. 5'11". But
God, if I was taller.
But if you're 5'11", there's some people out there who are yeah, I'm 5'11" and 3/4. It's you don't
Bro,
need
who
the 3/4.
cares, bro?
Okay, but some
Exactly.
Some people care.
Yeah, because you're the shortest in the
Dog.
You're the second shortest.
But if I was 6'2", no silence, no words. I'd be king of the world.
The thing about it is, the only reason I would want to be like
No.
6 foot is just so I would have a reason to gain like 100 pounds of muscle.
No, actually, I think it's you as the tallest. Then it's
Not for
Xavier.
long.
Then it's me.
I'm going to Turkey soon.
Then it's Caleb.
Yeah.
And like Caleb behind the camera. Then it's
Other Caleb.
Elder Caleb.
Well,
Manager Caleb. No.
Well, you know my significant other is taller than Caleb.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. If they stand next to each other, I don't think you've ever noticed. You just like don't think about it. But like I noticed it the first time. I was like, oh, and I was like, all right. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with being like.
Me and
But
Caleb
he
gotta
just
go to-
gets blessed with automatic muscle mass, and I'm just like, must
Dude,
be
when we were
nice.
playing Monopoly, and he's like mobster, I don't know if you saw his arms, but Caleb's arms were just like,
He's tensing up. He's about to rip the money in half.
I genuinely was like, holy shit, he's either A, really into this, or B, he needs to go release some stress.
He was
you know
really,
what I'm
he was
saying?
really thinking. He was really game planning, strategizing.
Well, I mean, he was like, he had his money under the ottoman, just
I'm
like
so- I'm
set
still
up.
pissed at y'all.
Why?
Y'all the reason it took 4 hours.
Monkey brain.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah, ah.
Shoot a monkey. in the head.
Ooh, you don't complain whenever you win. That's all I'll say.
I wanted to
Right.
win.
Ooh, ah, ah.
And then
Ooh,
you,
ah, ah.
and then you, and then you. You're like, I have to take this villain down. Villain.
I like
Because
how-
you were trying to be Maharaga.
I
and
was
I
doing.
wasn't
I was
gonna let
playing
that
the
happen.
game.
Is
I
it-
wasn't going to let a Gojo
What?
moment happen.
I thought Sukuna was who's Maharaga? Isn't that the summon?
Yeah.
What's it? Is he a bad guy or something in lore?
He would just, everything we would throw at him, he would just adapt. He would just,
Oh, okay.
he would
No,
just buy
y'all-
4 houses for
Y'all are
it.
broke. That's the problem.
All
You
right.
had 3 hotels.
Overcooked.
3.
My team. You and me.
I think,
You can talk to me
I
the-
think me and Franklin are going to,
If you talk to me the way you talk to other people, I will throw the game.
honestly, we beat them though.
Exactly.
But do you want to win?
But I'll throw the game if you talk to me wrong.
Get the fuck offline. Behind chef.
Carter.
You just see Diego get online. You're a waste of time.
I genuinely-
You're worthless.
I
Kill
genu-
yourself.
I genuinely think that if we texted Diego, we're like, hey, we need a 4th for Overcooked, be here in 5 minutes.
Honestly, yeah. God. When it was me and Chris, that was the dream team. I think it's because also you were playing with your ex at the time.
Yeah.
So it just did not work out.
I need to find someone who's, if not as competitive as me, but more.
You need to chill out. That's what you do.
No, I need to win.
The fuck am I ex?
Do you want to win?
Get off now.
Fine. Kason. That's my other half.
Oh God.
That's a nightmare.
That is a nightmare.
I hate playing games against Kason, but I love Kason so much.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Because when he starts like grinning, oh, it's so fucking funny. That's
Oh,
when he starts
yeah.
saying slurs and shit.
He just gets into it and you're just like, oh yeah.
But fuck him though. I don't like him. Bitch ass.
What?
What?
What's that? Why don't you like it? Because you're just not that good.
I mean,
Every
hey,
time I play Smash, that's when he monologues, analyzes me before I even make.
You
the
don't
move.
understand how much
when he
it.
hits you with that.
Right.
You see, before you, done,
You don't understand how much it hurts whenever you're losing and you try a move and then he goes, no, it doesn't work. And then he's just like, and then you're dead.
Yeah, it hurts.
Did you hear about the new Tekken?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm
gonna play
I want to
that.
get it,
Yeah, it's only on PS5.
but it's also $70 bucks. I don't know. It comes out next week.
Looks like it's got a good story though.
I love Tekken. I'm not good at it. I love old school Tekken. The key word old
I
school
want a new
Tekken.
Soul Calibur.
Yeah, we need a new.
Did you ever play the
Calibur.
latest one?
A little bit, yeah.
Mm.
I watched more than I played, but it looks so fun.
I think Soul Calibur had a movie. I think at one point it did.
Dude, everything
Everything has a movie.
That's why Borderlands has a movie. It's over. It's just over.
Kevin.
Kevin Hart
Like,
as
you could be-
Gunzerker.
No, he's got to be the siren, the one chick.
Man, these new kids don't know about Soul Calibur. You could be Yoda. You could be Darth Vader.
Kratos.
You could be
Yeah.
Kratos.
Shout out to Mortal Kombat for having Kratos.
Yeah.
You know he was banned in tournaments.
Yeah, he was overpowered. Oh no, because it was exclusive.
PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
I know every banned fighting game
Imagine.
character.
Imagine Master Chief in Mortal Kombat.
I wanted him in Smash. I thought that would just be funny.
What the fuck?
It would just be funny.
Goku.
You're that guy?
Yes, I'm that fucking guy.
Yeah, I think Goku's valid enough. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I think Dragon Ball has gotten enough games where he is valid enough to be in a
Who do you
Smash
want?
game.
Captain Falcon 2?
I want another one of those games so bad.
What was the last one? The 80s?
No, technically the last one is the stupid battle royale one.
Oh,
It's like Tetris 99 and Super Mario Bros. 99.
You got that, bro.
I did get that.
I don't know, man. Tetris?
I
really?
played Tetris.
Tetris
I mean, but
blocks
you
out
play
traumatic
Peggle, so
events.
like, never
For
mind.
2019, I played Tetris competitively.
2019,
And
for
he remembers, I remember,
2021.
he would come over and like, I would get into it. I could roll, like rolling.
Yeah.
You hit the back of the controller with your fingers. Like, I could do that
And for who?
for fun. Hey, did you hear about that kid who beat it?
Actually goated. He's going to be a star.
Yeah,
He's a
but
legend.
some news reporter, he beat Tetris, which is, it's a lot harder than it seems.
Yeah, that's...
Because it's not like you get to like level 99. Like the game actually breaks. Like I think at like level 70. So he had to work through a broken game and then he beat it. And then some news reporter gave him shit, which really pissed me off.
This nerd.
No, she was like, you could do
dweeb.
better things with your life. And we're like, bitch, shut up.
Fuck?
He's 13. He's 13.
He's about to start speaking.
You can be on Black.
Stop.
Okay.
Don't elaborate.
You're supposed to be doing 13-year-old things. Imagine she's like, you're supposed to be doing 13-year-old things.
I think that's his favorite channel.
Stop. We're not going into this. We're
Your
not.
favorite... No, play.
We're not
Who's your favorite
becoming-
actor?
We're not becoming those channels because I hate those goddamn podcasts.
So,
Say,
My digital playground.
so if your girl's with 5 guys, you're fighting them all? Wait, what?
have you? No. I want you to genuinely think about this. Okay, I'm not going to describe it, but imagine. All right, we do an episode. Caleb's like, all right, let's do an episode. All right, how many people do you want on? 12.
Yeah, I hate those.
And then it's like, all right, what do you want to talk about? Standards. All right, do you hear from all these 12 people? No, you just pick on them. Pick. All right,
Right.
number 7.
There was one, I don't know the podcast, but like this chick, so like there's rules. So they're like not allowed to have their phones out and stuff. And this girl, she had like a Tamagotchi pet. And the dude's like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you disrespecting me?
Dude, Tamagotchi pets are fucking
Play
good.
my
Bro.
Tamagotchi. And he's like,
Do you know what
"Look at
type?
you.
Do you know what type of
What's
man I
wrong with
am?
you?"
I'm an alpha, high value man.
I am a high
You
value
can't
man.
just do that.
Do high value men clean up their own shit? No.
Doesn't one of them have like a sex doll as a co-host?
Probably.
Yes. It's the one I was talking about with the 12.
It is? Is
Yeah,
it a
with the white
dude
guy. Yeah, with the
Beard?
white guy. Yep.
in a white room?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a sex
That was
doll.
the same clip I was talking about too.
I don't want to talk about them anymore. They don't.
It's like you're talking about your
Same
taxes.
subject
get so
every
depressed.
same subject every fucking.
I've got a lot of personal choice words for
Yeah,
them.
be better. Talk about poop like the rest of us.
Right?
That's crazy. I think for me about those podcasts, something that like kind of like pisses me off is just like they just go in circles. Like you're inviting these same women to try to convince them of the same shit they told you that they're not going to freaking listen to.
All I'm gonna say is to each their own.
I think
To
they
each their
got to
own.
be getting paid.
To each their own.
To talk in circles.
It's a free plug
It's-
because they also
yeah.
plug their OnlyFans.
God,
But
if
I don't-
God, if I was a hot girl.
I don't want to talk about these.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
going
talk
to
about
demean
this.
you and call you a whore.
If I
But
was-
also go check out their OnlyFans.
If I was a hot girl, I'd do OnlyFans, okay? My standards are not that high as a male. As a female, they wouldn't raise that much.
I'm just looking at the blanket. Sorry,
Because you're a dog.
it's a work of art.
For all it is a work of art.
All right, let's get into poker.
I just want to play card games. I think my favorite one is spoons.
We could play dominoes later.
I want to play spoons.
Do you want to play dominoes?
Fuck that.
I don't know spoons. Can you teach me?
It's very simple.
Hmm.
So you get
Come on.
Okay, I got
Use
it.
your words.
I got it. I don't got it. All right. So you have a maximum of 4 cards in your hand.
Okay.
And then you have a dealer, obviously. And the dealer hands out a card. You take the card. And if it's like one of a card that matches,
Mm-hmm.
you keep it. If it doesn't, you pass it on.
So it's goldfish.
Wait.
Okay.
You want to get 4 of a kind.
Oh, so like all the 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want all 4s, all spades, all.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
so
yeah.
like I get in a circle. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I want all the 4s, I'll be like, Xavier's on my left, so Xavier, can I take this
No.
card? Okay.
So it starts from the dealer,
Mm-hmm.
goes to the first person, then keeps going in the circle.
Okay, and then whoever gets the match first wins.
They first get a spoon. And if you don't get a spoon, you're out.
Okay, we'll play later today. I'm down.
It's gotten lethal. Jasmine has tackled me. Hot. But no, it's fun. It's just a fun game.
Oh, I want to play dominoes.
Let's put money on it, man. All this talk. Come on. 3K?
1 Taco Bell cheesy roll up.
Okay, 1 Taco Bell Cravings box. Sponsored by Taco Bell. No, I'm playing.
Listen for an ad
$6
for Taco
munchie
Bells.
meal from Jack in the Box.
Y'all are menaces. Jack
Shut
in
up.
the Box and Taco Bell.
Okay, we'll just do a regular meal.
Okay.
Do a regular
How
meal.
about this? I win. I get that extra quesadilla. No, I'm joking.
What are you gonna say?
If I win, $5 a meal from Taco Bell. If you win, what do you want?
I'll take Jack in the Box.
Wait, what game?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, we'll figure
Monopoly. Yeah.
it out. I don't want to be here for 6 hours.
Then lose.
Then kill yourself.
If
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Mama was a broke bitch. I'm glad we have this relationship. We could be like this with each other.
But didn't you own the most expensive street on Monopoly, though?
Yeah, but
He always goes for it, but he
ooh,
never
ooh,
makes it.
ah, ah. That's all I gotta say. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
See, do you think there's strategy?
In this brain?
No, I'm talking about in Monopoly.
No, you were like Sukuna the whole time.
Do you think it's bigger money?
Every turn you had, you bought like 3 to 4 houses.
And I don't think he ever wanted to. He never wanted to trade with me.
No,
sorry,
because
he
you were
was
getting too powerful.
He was getting gaslighted by fucking
He was.
Al
He was in
Capone.
your-
yeah,
fucking
he's just
ear.
like, so DJ.
But
How much you want?
Of you.
How much you want for?
That's why you lost.
Literally, it was just fucking crazy.
How much you want for Park Place?
But if you want the money, you go get it. But you gave it up. You don't have that fever in you, bro.
What do you mean? I had that dog in
All
me.
right, we can run it up again.
I had to give it to Al Capone.
So this time you can't give it to nobody. Right?
Wow.
You know what that is? That's wasting your time for like 4 hours. I'm not trying to do that.
Pussies. I'm trying to play deluxe. I want to play Monopoly with the credit card.
That is
That is
genuinely.
insane.
That's for like those like crack addicts.
Dude.
That's for business majors who like just will get arrested when they're 40. That's all I'll say.
You don't got that fever in you.
Man,
You
got
got
that-
that dog in you.
the dog in question is the dog downstairs. Okay.
But I just, there's no game like it. It's just perfect.
Monopoly?
It's the perfect game.
Yeah, because wherever he gets all 3 of his properties, he's going to get 3 hotels.
You call
each
it.
of them.
You call it. You call it an upset. A disorder. I call it dedication. We are not the same.
We're not the same, bro. I don't know. I love party
I
games.
feel like I'm better than you at card games.
Probably. I mean,
Fuck you.
Do you just want something over
I
me?
think
Is that
I'm
what you
just.
want?
I think I have natural luck in like just the games that we play, though.
I am the unluckiest person in the world.
That's okay though.
One thing about Mario Party, I will have all the stars. I may not be rich in money, but I'll be rich with all the stars.
You know, my hands will look real nice around your throat.
Man, I got a cool necklace for you. But nah. I love party games, man. They're so fun.
Except for when it's Mario Party, and I tell you that everything's gonna be
Let's
fine.
talk about our taxes. No, so I know I can't wait for tax season, man.
You know it's bad. It's not. It's less favorable to have a larger money back from your W-4s. or
Why?
W2s. It just means that like you've been getting, technically speaking, you've been losing money up until that point.
Really?
Think about it.
But you're just looking at it like, damn, you've been stealing from me
Yeah.
this much money.
Technically.
The way I see it as Papa gets a new grill. So
Do you mean like the grill or like?
no, I'm not gonna.
Oh, like-
you think I'm that ghetto?
No, but if
Are
you
you
showed up
res-
to recording with a grill, I would punch you. In
Are you,
the
Oh,
grill.
fuck
are you
off if you don't want a
responsible
grill.
with your money back? Or are you gonna get another pedal?
2 pedals.
It's like, dude, in all seriousness, if I get a chorus pedal, I'm set. I got the perfect board. That's all I need to finish off the
This is
job.
what it must be like when I talk about persona to you. It's just words.
Okay. Let me explain it like this.
What is a chorus pedal?
I don't know how to explain it. Any indie man that you've listened to in the last decade uses chorus pedal. That's the best way I can explain it. It just. This is how I think about it. I may be wrong, but think about it like this. Imagine you got two guitars. You plug them in, right? One of them is the normal guitar, and the other one is a copy of it. And you kind of just modify that one to be a little wavy.
Oh.
So it kind of
So you have a backup singer, essentially.
Yeah, think about it like that, and it just makes it sound more ethereal, aesthetically pleasing. A cheap one is honestly like $50.
How much is the one you want?
We're better than that. $3K.
A Bose CE2 goes for about $110. Boss CE2, $110. The most expensive pedal I got in there is the big fuzz pedal. That's the ones that like metal players use. $340, but it's a 1984 big muff, which basically is like
Like a relic.
to put it in car terms, it's like getting like a 80s Mustang. You know, it's like that kind of car. It has the same vibe, I would argue.
I'm just praying for my tax return. I'm scared if it's
What are you
gonna
gonna
be like
do?
last year.
What are you gonna do with that power?
Well, here's the possibility. So if it's like last year, my mom was like, if I didn't give you the school credit, you would have owed $1. So I hope I don't get fucked this year. I pray I don't get fucked this year. But I want to grill. I just want to start grilling outside. Like I want a charcoal grill and just start fucking cooking like crazy.
Oh my god,
Oh, if I could
you're graduating to Unk status
I could
early,
do
huh?
ribs. Well, it's even worse because I'm just cooking for myself. But I just want to make like ribs and shit.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I can't imagine like your house, that awful backyard,
Dude.
and then like a $2,000 grill.
It's like a transformer.
It's like those memes where it's like the trailer and then a fucking Bugatti in it. Like that's how I feel it would be.
But it will be.
Does your significant other's family have a grill?
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want a better one. I want the best one. I want the one, it's like a grill and a smoker.
I know what you're talking about.
I want
get
that
a smoking like the smoker fridge that we have.
If I can get both.
You don't understand how much I want like the hot oven top,
The griddle?
a griddle in my kitchen. Oh my god, I would love a griddle oven top. Holy shit!
You just start cooking channel.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to the world outside?
You got anything?
Man. Just don't be a cuck, guys. Don't be a cuck. That's all I gotta say.
Holy shit! That's some balls. That's all I gotta say.
That's all I'm
Because
gonna say.
imagine he's like, no way.
Is this about?
No way.
I know. Watch UFC. I don't fucking know. You?
Spend on hookers and blow.
No.
Yes.
New words.
Ah.
Get a grill. Something about a
Save
grill.
your money, y'all.
Thank you. Bye, y'all. Ain't no way you're gonna end the podcast with